sassy, talking his head, shaking and shit. Talk to the hand, talk to the hand.
Anti-Afro Svengalis, that's right, Bernie. You said talk to the hand, but I got another body part they can talk to. I'll get to that in a second. You know what? I got to let you hear this clip. Of course, Dumpsey's lying again. But before I get to that, there's something else we have to address. But on second thought, it's probably not that far off. Wait, on third thought, it's not far off at all. It's related. So stay tuned and I will return.
So what made you leave? What made you just decide to just put it in the towel?
Business.
Are you doing things behind the scenes? Like, are you still doing business with the good guys? I mean, how's the good guys doing these days?
The good guys don't exist. But also, man, I got some stuff going on legally too. I got some legal stuff going on that I'm fighting.
Wait, what happened? What?
We got legal stuff going on. Legal stuff against us. I'm trying to make the sector safe again.
Ooh.
Yeah, really. Like for real talk.
Safe from who? Safe from who? What you mean?
You already know who. The people who pay you. That's who.
See, now you want to troll.
Who pay you,
come on, why you want to troll, man? I didn't come here to troll. Who pays me?
Yeah, who pays you? Yeah.
Hold on, who on your bankroll, Photon?
Please let me know. Let me know.
Yeah, you know who payroll you on.
Do you know why that woman still on your ass?
Safe from her.
Why does that woman still got your wife's name in her mouth?
Let me address Phony ton. And Gerald, it's a correction. It's not phony ton. It's phony ton, as in the weight of the phoniness. You know what phony ton needs to be doing? Sitting his ass down and shutting the hell up. Because that's exactly what phony ton was doing when the fool he was talking to ran up and down these YouTube streets harassing me, Rev G, friends and supporters with all these lies, slander, harassment, laying all of these criminal justice conviction type labels on all of us, registered offender, child molesters, sexual harassers, even rapists. He called a minor child a rapist. That's what D.Derell / Dumpsey did. He attacked families. He attacked spouses. He paid his goblins and ghouls to make false reports to jobs, not just reports, false reports. If you want to make a report to someone's employer and it's true, make a report, or to the police, make the report if it's true. No, he was telling people to make false reports and he was paying them to do it. This is what D.Derell Dumpsey was doing. And Phony ton should be doing now what he did then. Sitting his ass down and shutting the hell up. Didn't say a word. Did he ask the question? What the hell are you doing with AAS's family's name in your mouth? What are you doing with Rev G's family name in your mouth? What are you doing with Lyndon Honor's family's name in your mouth? Let me tell you what's galling. Phony ton didn't ask for a shred of evidence. Not one piece of evidence did he ask for, and Dumpsey sure as hell didn't present any evidence of any of the claims he made. None of the slander that he perpetrated, none of the lies that he spewed, did he put up a single shred of evidence. None. But here we have this conviction, Phony ton, so you can shove your alleged where the sun didn't shine. This is a conviction for child abuse. Latasha is convicted of child abuse. Here is Dumpsey's Medicaid fraud. He stole money. It says finding of fact. He stole the money and he did it by hijacking another counselor's billing code information, sending claims saying he performed counseling services with clients he never performed counseling services for. You didn't ask for any evidence. So again, sit your ass down and shut the hell up and don't ever get up here trying to tell me who the hell I can talk about. These are public records. I will put up public records and talk about them anytime I want. When you're not up here demanding any proof, where's the proof? Phony Ton doesn't want any proof, and I'll tell you why. Because they have a lot more in common than you ever really thought about. Well, look at what they have in common right in front of our faces. They both scrub their channels. They just happen to come back on the scene at the exact same time. And I guarantee you, they crawled out from under the same slimy rock. And they both need to go back under the same slimy rock. So I'm going to move on to Dumpsey. But before I do that, some more malarkey that came spilling out of Dumpsey's mouth.
But I tell you what, legally is all gonna be dealt with. I just put it like that. She gonna see that when that paperwork hit and everything else hit, it's gonna all make sense. That's all I can say about that. But it's being handled. Oh, it should be handled, and that's for sure. And it's gonna be a year or so process. I got a laundry list of things to do, but I'm already at step 1. I'm working on step 2, and I got 3, 4, and 5, and on up. So yeah, things are getting handled legally. Money has been spent, and things will happen. But yeah, it's gonna be a long, drawn-out process that would not require me to go live all the time, and that's just facts.
So what's the time frame of when these things come about, and when they come about, are you gonna win?
I can't. All I can tell you is that things are moving forward. One thing has been worked on since really November, and then I got some things happen in January. I just had a situation that I had to deal with, a hearing a while back ago on this shit. I got stuff is in play.
What happened
things
in November?
Are in play.
What happened in November? Because that was the same time my
don't worry
wife.
about all that. But I'm gonna just tell you, things are in play. Things are about to happen, and that's why you don't see me operating a certain way. That's actually the number one reason I ain't been going live. I'm getting ready to open up another location for the dollar store. I got a clinic I'm maybe opening up in Louisiana.
Wow.
I got shit going on. I got multiple things going on in Texas. I got shit going on in other states. So the Godfather getting his bread. Yeah.
Wait, you said a clinic. Hold on.
I've turned down opportunities.
You said a clinic.
Yes.
What kind of clinic?
I'm in mental health, man. You know what.
First off, Dumpsey continues to perpetrate as if he has some actionable issue that's going on. No. He is the one that potentially, depending on the outcome, has something to lose. We don't have anything to lose. We're the ones who filed the complaint. There is no claim against us. Dumpsey does nothing but lie. He has been lying for the longest. The last time he sat up there and said, there is a date with the licensing board. He said that I had a date with the licensing board. All along, he was talking about himself. And what does he have on his license? A strike. Is a permanent strike against his license because he was clean, cold, busted, stealing money. He says money over everything. Yes, money over everything, to the point that he went and hijacked another counselor's billing information and submitted false claims. That's what he did. Had I done something like this, he would be talking about it morning, noon, and night. Had anybody associated with me, had I suffered a conviction for child abuse, Dumpsey would be talking about it morning, noon, and night. And so would everyone else. There is no prohibition anywhere in these United States that says you cannot talk about somebody's criminal conviction. What law in this land does he profess he will be able to have enforced against me that I cannot talk about Latasha having been convicted of child abuse? She was convicted of child abuse. That is something that she did. The fact that he was unable to hide it while he ran around here accusing everybody else of crimes that they never committed. That's a cross that Dumpsey will have to bear. I can mention this as often as I damn well please, just as much as he decided to mention and lie that all my friends and supporters had criminal convictions that they actually never had, including Dumpsey saying that I had a sexual harassment charge against me, that I had my business almost shut down, that a company was almost shut down for sexual harassment, something that never happened. But he sat up there and he repeated that lie over and over again, just like he lied and said Gerald was a member of blah and was a child molester, just like he said Taz was a registered, just like he accused a minor child of being a. He didn't care. He didn't care about anybody's reputation, and he knew he was lying, but he's having a hard time dealing with the fact that I mentioned his wife has a conviction for child abuse. It's true. I can talk about something that's true. I can talk about something that happened. No one can tell me I'm unable to talk about a bona fide, certified, signed, sealed, and delivered fact. Same goes with his Medicare fraud. He violated the False Claims Act. The fact that Texas is a sorry-ass state that has enforcement issues, that's not my problem. His license should have been revoked. His license would have been revoked if he was in this state. The fact that I filed that complaint with the agency that I did, which is still going through its process, I have a right to file a complaint. Not a single lie was told. But let me tell you something about this complaint. The complaint is not Dumpsey did something to AAS. I'm actually a very small part of that complaint. That complaint lists at least 12 other people Dumpsey did something to. At least 12 people. So you can't say it's exclusively AAS is complaining because Dumpsey did something to her. No. At least 12 other people he made egregious and actionable statements about, which no counselor should ever be talking like that. Let me be clear about something. Just because somebody who has like a license or certificate says something about somebody that isn't nice, that doesn't make it actionable. There are those who don't seem to get that. We don't have to be nice. You don't have to be nice 24/7. Is the behavior fitting within a specific criteria or code that falls under an entity, and that entity has jurisdiction over you? So let me tell you one difference between Texas and the state that I live in. If you get a license or a certificate in this state, they have permanent jurisdiction over you as it relates to that certificate, license, or credential. Say that you're a teacher and they revoke your teaching credential because you did something that violated the education code, and then they find out that you're sneaking around teaching again. They can still discipline you. They will use that process. In Texas, they will not take you through that process within that board. That is the difference between these two states. Every state is different. But if you have an active license in Texas or a certificate, you are under their jurisdiction. So you got to check your state, see how it operates. It has to be an actual law. It just can't be, I don't like the person, I'm offended, I can't stand them, on and on and on. They don't care about that. I mean, can you imagine though, if it could be about, I don't like you, it's a personality dispute, disagreement, they wouldn't get anything done. They would be bogged down with people just having these gripes about someone, seeking revenge. It has to be an actual situation where you can point to a specific law to say it was violated. And unfortunately, Dumpsey just didn't give a damn. For years and years and years, he went about thinking he was untouchable because he was existing in a predominantly black space And we all black folks, and we're on this code. I was never under any code. No one was ever going to put me under any code. That's like a slave plantation. Do whatever the hell you want, and we're on a plantation, so I can do whatever. No. Maybe that's how he was brought up. I don't know. There's no way in hell I was ever going to go for anything like that. I don't know who told him this was going to be okay, but he went on and on and on and on. Just didn't give a damn. I don't know, maybe he got some confidence built up because Lennon decided he didn't want to do anything. I'm not Lennon honor when it comes to that. There's no way I'm going to let somebody just do whatever the hell they want to me and expect me to just sit there and just say, okay, we're black folks. No, I don't even know how to do that. I can't even tell you how that feels because I never did that before. Just be a doormat and a whipping post. Just because I'm not actively screaming and hollering and catching links and losing it and just completely off the rails doesn't mean I'm not doing something to defend myself. I'm always going to find a way to handle business if someone's crossing that line. I can't think of any other way to go about life. And no, that doesn't mean I'm fighting 24/7. I would never consider battling 24/7. There's a time and there's a place. And here's the time and here's the place. I think it should be just as easy to listen to someone give a response to whoever decides to run their mouth. Just because I decide not to give a reaction to something doesn't mean at any point in time I can't circle the wagon and decide to give a response. Whoever doesn't like my timeline, that's your problem. I can speak on whatever I want, whenever I want. Whoever has such a hard time hearing a reaction or a response to when you ran your mouth about me, why don't you decide to lay off the liquor, stop taking the drugs, and try to see if you can find some way to exercise some self-control. In the meantime, I don't give a shit about how you feel when it comes to what I have to say about you running your nasty ass mouths about me. I'll speak on you when I want to speak on you, if I so decide to do so. Listen, folks, you know I have more coming your way. In the meantime, you know the drill. Buyer, beware.